So yeah, I can just basically cut the sides of my hair.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
a fade
I
or
got you
something
covered.
like that.
I got you covered. You ready?
What are you going with that?
Cut your hair, big man.
To cut who here?
Yours, B?
You must be high.
I
You touch
talk,
my head?
big man. I talk. I hard.
I talk to you.
You be a freak.
You gotta be high.
Yeah, yeah, man. Yeah. Subscribe to my channel.
Play a fun.
See yo family, what going on? It's your boy Flink Pundi set. Yep, that's correct. Any others counterfeit family, don't forget. I hope everything blessed, sweet and caress, and you're doing everything in your power to get rid of that stress. Family, today we can talk about my wave journey in a nutshell and basically where I'm at today. So yeah family, basically I'm gonna show you a timeline of my wave journey over the span of 1 year, where I'm at now, how my waves looking. See, I got my do-rag and thing, got the compression, been wolfing for like 5 months or so now, like crazy wolfing. So yeah, basically I can give you a timeline and we can go through some of my challenges and stuff along the way in this wave journey. So first things first, started off my wave journey was, I think, January 1st of 2020. Yeah, January 1st 2020 I started my wave journey, and I had no utensils. Basically I had this brush, but it was really soft bristle, and when I cut my hair from a fairly high height down to get my waves, it wasn't low, like that low, so it was still pretty thick, and having a soft brush and thick hair was taking a very long time to formulate my waves, right? So it took a couple of weeks, even over a month, to get to this point. And if you look close, like, you gotta look really close to see the waves coming in this photo. But yeah, that was basically the start. After that I ordered a proper brush, a brush of decent quality, good quality actually, and I decided to put in some brush work. From there on, waves started to come in, as you can see, starting to wave at the top first, and then the sides came in, and then the back followed suit. And during that whole period I was just trying to find my pattern, finding where I should brush my hair in order to get the pattern that I wanted. Had troubles finding my crown area because it was kind of confusing at first. I thought I had 2 crowns and all types of stuff, but basically I was just trying to find my crown and develop my wave pattern at this point. And then everything got easier. I had a medium brush, I had soft, and I had a medium hard, something like that. And man, I was putting in brush work, and I was putting in a bit too much brush work, because at one point I realized that I started to develop boils on my scalp, and there was this one boil that was pretty huge, like right in the middle of my head, and I couldn't figure out what was causing it. But I'll explain boils and that kind of stuff in another video. But basically a boil is similar to a pimple. You can get them from infected micro cuts on the scalp, or like ingrown hairs or something like that. But anyways, I started to develop these boils, and they were very irritating. So this one particular boil was pretty huge, and I was still brushing at that point in time. I probably should have stopped, dealt with the boil, so that everything could, you know, play out a little bit better than it did. But I didn't care, man. I was brushing on that boil. I was using a soft brush, thought it would be better then, but I was brushing on that boil, still brushing my hair because I still want to rock my waves. but it was pretty irritating on the scalp. Then eventually one night that boil kind of burst, as it should, and they call it draining, and it started to drain. And because I didn't know nothing about boils and what I should do with boils, I ended up squeezing it and stuff like that, so it started to spread across my scalp. And at that point in time I still had hair on my head, so trying to get out all the inflammation from off my head at that point in time, like I had to wash my hair and stuff like that, was pretty difficult. And after that period I realized more boils started coming up, and that's probably a result of that infection, like spreading across the scalp, not being able to clean my scalp properly from that inflammation. But anyways, as you can see here, this is a result, like a scarring of that boil, and basically it left a hole in my head. And honestly, I wasn't really about that life. So this was about a year now. I decided, you know what, Flink, just let your hair grow, let your scalp heal, and start back the wave journey a little later. So now I do a little unragging for you guys, and you guys get to see what my waves looking like. You see me? So yeah, let me do it. I was spinning, yo. I was spinning. 5-month wolf. Let me see. So this is actually a year and 5 months now, because you know, like I showed you the year journey for a year, but current time is actually a year and 5 months. So this is what my waves looking like. Y'all ready for this? You sure? All right. Bruh. Yeah. I have no waves right now, peoples. I have no waves right now. So like I said, I've been growing out my hair for like 5 months just to let my scalp heal. I don't think it's healed fully as yet, so I'm gonna leave it for a couple more months to make sure that I'm ready. I was going to cut it around this time, like around this weekend or so, but I decided nah, I'm gonna give it a few more weeks. I might probably just cut the sides, because the sides are good. The sides weren't boils didn't form on the sides of my head or anything, so the side is actually pretty good. But the top is where the boil formed, and then I had a few more boils come up here and there on the top of my head. So I'm trying to give that a little more time to heal. And there was one more thing that happened, and this was due to poor use of products. Do not use a product without reading it and understanding how it's supposed to be used. Because I use a conditioner after I shower one time, and I treated it as a leave-in conditioner, but on the instructions it said that you shouldn't leave it past 3 minutes, or leave up to 3 minutes, something of that effect. And what happened was that I kind of had temporary hair loss or lightening right on, I think it was this side of my head, and I didn't like it. I didn't like it at all. So all of that is a part of what I'm trying to restore as well. I'm trying to restore my thickness in this area due to that incident. I'll show you a picture here of that happening, of that area getting lighter. And yeah, that's basically two main challenges that I had over the span of 1 year during my wave journey. But yeah, right now I don't got waves, fam, but in a couple of weeks you can guarantee that I can start back on this journey. I was spinning, I was spinning, man. I had the drip, I'm telling you, I had the drip. But for me though, it's not going to be too hard. I feel like I would just cut the sides of my hair right now, sport a fade type thing, just leave the top, sport a fade, and start working on my sides again, start brushing in my sides, and getting my size on the go. That would teach me discipline as well, so that I don't brush the top of my head as much as I used to. And yeah, that was pretty much it in a nutshell for the wave journey. In a upcoming video, I'll explain boils and what caused boils and what kind of happened in my situation and the kind of things I was doing that might have caused me to develop boils on my scalp. But other than that, that's pretty much it in a nutshell for my wave journey over the span of 1 year and where I'm at now, which is currently 1 year plus 5 months. 5 months restoration, like just trying to let my scalp heal and stuff like that, let my hair grow back in areas that it used to be in. And yeah, in future guys, you will see what my waves looking like, and I'm gonna be back in game, fam. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed that. Hope you learned something today, and if you did, don't forget to leave a like on this video, subscribe to the channel if you want to see more of this stuff, and absolutely please share the fun with your friends. It's been your boy Flink. I will see you later, family. Peace.